Welcome to your daily dose of theological German. This is installment number 8, looking at Karl Barth's work here, The Teaching of the Word of God. So we begin with es gibt, which is that classic construction, which translates there is or there are, depending on the context. And then you have this conjunction aber, meaning however or but, to contrast. So we'll probably start with that because it'll sound better in English. But there is also no hinauskommen. This is an interesting word because you got a capital H there, so it's functioning as a noun, but it is a verb. However, normally when verbs function as nouns, you expect them to be participles. If this was a participle, a present participle would have a D on the end, and a past participle would have a ge prefix stuck in here, hinausgekommen. And you see neither of those things. So it's the infinitive form, but it's functioning as a noun. I don't know if that's just a stylistic thing with Barth or if there's some rule about that, to be honest with you. I'm not totally sure. But in English, you're going to translate it with a participle. It means something like going outside. But when you've got this other preposition here, Liebe, you might just end up making the verb a bit blander because the preposition fills out the thought anyways. And so you might say, but there is also no getting beyond or going beyond love. No, and here you have this kind of, this kind is picking up right where this kind picked up, and so it's just kind of completing the same thought that the sentence began with, and so it's kind of a parallel phrase, and so it just doesn't repeat the verb and so forth, it just kind of picks it back up there. So there is no getting beyond love, no higher and better being and doing, and here you'll notice you have the same thing. These are infinitive forms, but they're functioning as nouns, and we translate them in English with the present participle being and doing. So there is no higher and better being and doing in which we, and now this is a subordinate clause with this relative pronoun, and so you know your conjugated verb is going to be down here at the end, and this is the verb können, which is a modal auxiliary. Here it is subjunctive, and so you got to do something with that. You could say could, and I just used could there subjunctively in my own sentence, as you saw. You could say could, because could can be a subjunctive of can in English. However, it can also just be a past tense of can. But there's a reason for that. It has to, because when can is in the past tense, there's something hypothetical about it, because there's something hypothetical about it even in the present tense. So to really get it, you might want to just say be able to instead of can, and then put would in front of it. That would give you a real nice subjunctive kind of expression in English to say would be able to, okay? So there's no higher and better being and doing in which we would be able to leave it, that is love. This is picking up die Liebe from up here with this pronoun. Okay, in which we would be able to leave it behind us at any level. As always, I hope you found that helpful. Please do like and subscribe and share with everybody you possibly can think of to share it with.